Off, we live, we live, we live. Setting it off. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. 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 Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. Set it off. I'm up the fuck. Every day I'm up. Why not? You up. You understand? You have to understand, you gotta know. Every day you up. Every day you up. People don't realize how much shit you pick up every day. You understand me? You pick up a human experience every day. You pick up your gender every day. You pick up your nationality every day. You pick up your degrees, your job, your responsibilities, being a parent. You understand me? And I'm just talking about that shit because this commitment that I made every day, nigga, like people like, how can you work out every day? And I'm not tired. I just want to do more. And I'm just up, nigga. I'm up. I got my energy is up. You know, I'm ready to confront whatever. And just like I don't see me training or me exercising or doing my discipline, my daily discipline, no different than me having to pick up these things. And you understand that when you meditate. You understand? You understand that when you meditate, taking off the titles, like I told you, taking off the things, becoming nothingness, and then coming back into to this expression and putting things back on. But I'm so amped up right now. I just don't know why. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. And be up too. Pick up your shit. Pick up things. Um, yeah. So what's going on right now? Um, okay, let's tune it down. You know what? I'm gonna break this up. Let's talk about. Let's get into this occult shit. Everything I'm talking to you about, I'll be talking to my students about, and it's the questions that come up. So last night or the night before, at some point, one of my students sent me some things about the occult and white folks and shit. And I've been fucking with white folks for a minute with this occult stuff, and and just how they deliver information. When you talk about the occult, you're talking about everything damn near under the sun. You understand? In terms of information wise, you are a part of information. When you talk about cult, as a white person, you are a part of information and you are a part of controlling the information. When you talk about a cult as a white person, you understand that white folks, black people, melanated people are these amazing people. White occultists know more about you than you. They love you. They analyze every aspect of us. You understand me? So when you're talking about the occult, you're talking about one industry or a realm that is ran by white folks who don't do nothing but study your ass, and they know your history. You understand me? They know your real history. They know the real timetables. They know this shit ain't. We know the timetable they giving us with this Gregorian calendar with the 2,000 years and shit. But you're talking about a cult, and the reason why I'm saying this is because um, when I started getting into the sciences, that was my introduction to the occult. I didn't even know I was studying the occult. Um, I was a Christian, and I started getting into the sciences, and Christianity is opposed to the sciences and such, and that type of thing. But I was an avid reader of the Bible. And the Bible says study everything. Proverbs say study every motherfucking thing. Get wisdom from all areas. Thirst for wisdom, wherever you can find this shit. So, and I was an interpreter of the Bible. I was a minister, a Christian minister, So the Christ is actually another word for melanin. The word Christ is actually another word for melanin. At some point in time in my whatever journey that was important to me, figuring out these timetables and such. And if you into that, definitely check out Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. Definitely check out Dr. Jose Pimento Bay. Definitely check out a book that I reference all the time, Forbidden Archaeology by Michael Cremo. Check out the Master Code book by Carl Monk. Check out uh, John Boy Thatcher or some shit, the white boy who wrote all this literature during the 1900s or the 1800s, excuse me, uh, and about what was going on in the day, and even earlier. You took not, excuse me, damn. You talking about the 1500s? This individual was writing. You see, so that's another thing about the literature that I give you. It's from white folks, a lot of white folks, but I give you old shit. Uh, it's heavily labeled with white supremacy also, but it was the white supremacy of that day and what they were trying to control in terms of the perception. When you listen to these new occultists, these guys with this information, anybody talking about mind or mentalism or sciences in any aspect is an occultist. They know your history, they know what's going on and they're into controlling these informational things. The mere fact that you're talking about subjects in science like quantum mechanics, no black folks in it. But quantum mechanics, you're talking about the essence that's in all melanated folks, melanin, the chemical, electrical thing that's going on inside a process that's going on inside of black folks they call melanin. So, you're talking about a new age or a new bullshit. So not only is something like, so this is a book I reference. Papi brought this reference to you. If anybody referencing this shit, I put this shit on black folks in the black community. But this is mentalism. This is mentalism. This is from the fucking 1800s or some shit like that. So all these white occultists who are presenting mentalism to you in mind, they study this individual. So not only, and this is washed down and watered down, and this is a reference I give you all the time, but make no mistakes, the white supremacy is all in this. You understand me? So when you're dealing with occultists of today, not only are you getting this watered down shit, you getting the new age watered down shit, how they trying to control perceptions of today. You understand me? First of all, with the occultists, the whole occult is talking about you. Satan, they talking about your ass. They talking about what's going on inside of black folks. And you talking about soot. You understand? Planet veneration. So anything you talking about our ancestors doing, you talking about astronomy, astrology, alchemy, metaphysics, quantum conundrums, anything, all the sciences under the sun, wave theory, string theory, quantum mechanics, quantum biology. You understand me? You're talking about the true history of the planet, and such. So you want to go back to, so I deal with a lot of the old references. First of all, the wisdom on mine ain't changed. He is part of, Ernest Holmes is part of the second wave that got it, or the third wave of white folks bringing this shit to the white public. And this, but before him, the first couple of waves, there's people, what I'm saying is older, who was writing on mine. The science on mine ain't changed. It's a universal principle, so it's the same shit. So you don't really need to be learning it from no new folks, especially no new white folks. Now, to my classes, this is the reason why it was brought up to me, because my student she bought me this individual on speaking on some other subjects and such, and I gave him to my classes. Somebody in the previous class got something from his brother, a white dude, and I listened to a couple stuff he was saying, and I was like, okay, he's giving you the white supremacy, but he's teaching mine. Anybody that I send you to, anybody on the internet that is teaching mine, they are teaching the mundane aspects of it. They are not teaching you how it relates to you and your melanin and your melanocytes and your what's going on inside of you. So when I reference these folks, it's so you get the concepts. It's so you get the It's so you get the concepts. You understand me? Like, I had to go through this science of mind before I got the concepts of mentalism. And while I went through this, I got with Abraham Hicks, another person who I referenced in my class. But make no mistake, she's a white occultist. You understand me? So you have to get this information from these folks. You understand me? But it's not to idolize them. You have to understand they're only giving you part of the truth. That's just what they have to. You understand me? And even if they don't only give you part of the truth, because out of ignorance and not out of manipulation, it still is, because it doesn't involve them. So anything that involves you, which is everything that has to deal with melanin and your fucking organs inside of your body, they would like you to ignore, and they are not talking about in their studies. So in order to become a genius on this shit, all you got to do is read their shit, and then every white person on the planet who studies all these sciences and the occult and all this other shit is going to look stupid to you. They look one or two ways to me. They either look stupid or they just masters at, only giving you half or a part of what the fuck the shit is really about. So that's why I reference these niggas. Not because I reference them because they got the wisdom that you need to get. You understand me? But you also have to have the wisdom to disconnect from their bullshit. You understand me? Ernest Holmes, master at giving you the shit online. And anybody else, somebody referenced Bashar to me some years ago. I never heard the brother. I don't need to listen to nobody new. But I need to listen to them. They all going to this shit. The shit I'm giving you. So if Bashar worked for you, fuck with Bashar. And whoever else work with you, fuck with them. But go to the core of where they're getting this shit from. The reason why I use Abraham Hicks is because while I was fucking with this shit, and I'm still in fucking with mine, it's a lifelong journey. It was exercising the muscles. You understand me? She's talking about mentalism. She's talking about going into your mental atmosphere and defragging shit you've been through. So we don't really got no time for hating. Papi don't hate no shit. Papi just intelligent. And you should be disgusted at anybody who wants to keep you ignorant. And that's one of my biggest disgusts. You understand me? With white folks and their proclivities and shit, it just you look childish to me. So any white person you bring to me today that is talking about this shit, I relegate them to my children. And in fact, they are all learning from me. They are all learning from black folks like myself who get this shit. Because we are the evolution of what the fuck they studying. All they studying is that old stinking shit from Egypt. You understand me? Which is mastery, but it's still the same shit regurgitated. Because all the new occultists talking about mind or talking about all these other sciences, all they doing is regurgitating what the last niggas was saying with more diluted delusions in it that they want to max black folks up to today. All the shit got to do with is you. Period. Point. Motherfucking blank. This is why you study this shit, because this is what's going on inside of you. But you are the evolution of this shit. I told you before, you creating 100 trillion plus new amino acids every day. So they don't even know what the fuck is going on inside of your body. But this Papi's one of the biggest Papi's references. I always talk about this nigga Bobby Hemmett. I got with Bobby Hemmett in 2008. And I was studying the sciences. I started studying the sciences in probably 03. You understand? And then when I got with Bobby Hemmett, this shit just because if you want to talk about the occult and how it references black folks, get with Bobby Hemmett. And Bobby Hemmett, some more books, there's some dead folks. So you don't need to go to the new occultists. The only new occult stories you need to read is the ones on the fucking cartoon. Is the ones on all over the place. But if you want to get the science of how white folks think, go to the real shit. Dead Aleister Crowley. Dead ass Aleister Crowley. You don't need no motherfucking new white folks telling you nothing about the occult. They liars. You know what I'm saying? So go to this liar. You know what I'm saying? Who probably stole his shit from this individual, which was Pascal Beverly Randolph. If you want to talk about dealing with your ancestors and shit, go back to brothers. Pascal Beverly Randolph, you talking about, this is some old shit in the what is this, 1861, 1860 something, 1861. You understand me? Go back to the old shit. Nobody knew talking about shit, and everybody knew get their shit from somebody old. You understand me? And then they just want to regurgitate. So that's what you see online. Just somebody giving you good definitions of shit that's already been around. So Papi I'm not trying to, be something, that I'm not, but it would be false. It would be me telling you I'm something I'm not if I don't tell you that I'm about this life with this shit. Nobody else putting this shit down like me. It's only a handful of us. You understand? And it definitely ain't nobody white because they don't got the fucking heart to come tell black folks the truth about themselves. You understand me? They have that. So this is another one by Pascal Beverly Randolph. This is the father of the occult, black man. But ain't no black folks really doing this shit or understand the occult. You know what I'm saying? It's all treated like it's something demonic. Same thing with Satanism. You understand me? Which was a high venerative term, you understand me, for the priestess of the day, the bitches. You understand me? The women, the beautiful queens. I got some shit coming for you. But that's one of the biggest things. And here's another one. If you want to fucking really get with these occultists on what's really going on, you don't listen to nobody new. Here's another one. H.P. Blavatsky. You understand? She dropped that science for real. About our cosmic destiny. You understand me? About melanated folks. And what we gonna do after this planet. And I know Jesus shit. Allah, whoever the fuck going to heaven. It's some real cosmic shit going on with melanin. Melanin, which is Christ, which is occult, which is occultum, which is chemical, which is soot. You understand me? Which is Nyx, which is so many other different 50 million names they call this chemical process going on inside of black folks. They give you the science of this shit. Ain't nobody new gonna be talking about this shit. Because she's an occultist also, but she's dealing with the white supremacy of the day. And a lot of times, what I'm saying, they have relegated to black folks to points where they couldn't read or something like that. Or something. But there's a lot of shit going on. Like a lot of shit going on. The first 5 presidents in America was black. So there's a lot of things we being misled about our history and our mastery. You understand me? All of these major cities we built, but that's really not my. I don't focus on that. At one point in time, it was important to me, the history, and if it is, go. I always tell people to go check out Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors. This motherfucking book right there is a book I always reference. I got this from a brother. I wish I could remember his name, but I got this reference. I always give people they props on who give me books. It's for you to get the books, and read the shit. Because it always, some other new shit that they didn't tell you about is always in these books. It's just something to spark thought to go get the book. You understand me? But this is a powerful book on how I was able to build my matriarchal societies on such a foundational strength. You understand me? This shit is about pre-Pangean civilizations, fucking over thousands of archaeological findings. So the occult is everything. You have to be into everything. You understand? Archaeology, the archaeological. Can't even say the damn words. The archaeological finds pairs that with the matriarchal shit, with this shit, with the matriarchal civilizations. What was we doing? Is the matriarchal civilizations even real? Well, here you go. You understand this book? Messengers of the Engraved Stones of Inca. Powerful book. Never got it. If we can get it together, let's do it. Powerful book. Expensive book. The Master Code book by Karl Monk tells us all this shit that was right here in Central America. All the motherfucking ancient shit in Central America. They're not going to. So you got to understand, white folks run Africa. They control Africa. So, and this dispels that whole Africa, black folks came out of Africa myth also. This is the reason why I brought out Inanna, but you can bring out any mythology. The Dogon mythology is important to know, to be able to stand on top of it. Like, these people was really real people. These was real civilizations. You know what I'm saying? It helps to connect that shit. You understand? We arrived here. You understand me? Africa, anything you find in Africa is new compared to our footprint on this planet. So, this shows you the divinity all over the world. Same thing with the Master Code book by Karl Monk. Shows you what we built all over the world. It's more pyramids that they show us in Central America and in South America than all of Egypt. But this pyramids they only show us Nubia in Egypt, what they call Egypt. You understand? They don't show. We don't realize white folks have that all controlled over there. But anyway, if you into that, that's what you into. I'm not into that. I traveled that. I went that road of history until I found ourselves off the fucking planet. We arrived here, period. That's what our ancestors said. That's what all the information says. So now you don't even listen. You don't just even base your findings on what your ancestors said. There's everything that you see, that you find, that you believe in, you can stand on. You don't have to stand on nothing. That's what the occult is about. Really finding the truth about shit that you can really stand on. And you find it in mythology, because our ancestors dealt trifold. They didn't just if they was just doing one subject, they would add other subjects in it. So here it is, we talking about astronomy. You understand me? The occurrences of the planets and stars and shit. And we got a story around that, entertaining story, a mythology. You understand me? And we got what we will call a religion. You understand me? In the same mythology. So you got astronomy, you got the occurrences of the planets, teaching stories and stuff like that. But anyway, I ain't going to this one. What are we talking about? The occult. Because my student brought that up. But anyway, the occult, the true masters is going to be other black folks, us. Whoever talking this and really know our cosmic destiny. We going to be the masters of this. You understand me? But shout out to all the people I shouted out. And I try to list their names and such. But I like shouting out folks, man, where I got the information from, because these are folks putting it down. Like I said, Bobby Hemmings putting it down. But you still got to go to the science. You still got to go to yourself. You got to go to the sciences yourself. You still got to go to the information yourself. You got to go to the direct source yourself. You understand me? And the genius is within us. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as we get it, because they talking about us. This is why they ain't tell us about us since children. The genius is within us. You understand me? When we get this information, we are geniuses. I'm not reading books anymore. You can't tell me something about I am reading books, but what I'm telling you is I'm not reading nothing new in books from these new anybody writing a new book on this type of information. The new fucking information for me is in the Akashic record. The new information for me is in the meta field all around me, mixed with my Akashic record. When you look at quantum biology, you know the fucking information is inside the cells. And then the information, because we are comprised of information, then the information is actually all around us also. So I'm opening up books right now, and I'm heavy with information that I'm opening up from books that don't even exist. You understand me? In this field. You understand? So that's where I'm at. So you're gonna get the new shit from me. That's where the white occultist is getting from me. That's where the quantum biologist is get, or if they don't know it, that's where they're getting it from me, from us. Because they can't speak. One, they never venture out into areas that don't concern them. You understand me? If they do, they're not going to give you the information. So when you go to them, they're not going to connect the dots for you, even if they do know the information. You understand? So we getting it from us. But you have to go through to these, you got to go to them to get the mundane understanding, the mundane inner overstanding. You understand me? But you're not going to get it from one subject. You got to have to go to all of these subjects. And it might seem like a vast task, and maybe for you it is, or maybe I'm being naive. I'm a Mercury energy. So if you are a Mercury energy, an air sign, it's your job. It's your birthright to be the gatekeeper to all the information. I'm a gatekeeper to information. I'm a Baba for real. I'm a Papa for real. You can ask me damn near anything. And if it's important to me or an important subject, I know it. You understand me? I travel through the subjects. It would be false humility for me to say anything else or be anything else in front of you. I haven't found anybody. So, and I'm not looking for nobody. You understand me? I did enough core study, core research, from enough sources, and to know where all these people get their sources from. All these new folks in front of you get their sources from. So I heard Bashar's doing a good job. By all means, listen to him. I listen to Abraham Hicks. But, it ain't nobody to idolize. But I really listen to Abraham Hicks to pull me up out of my motherfucking negative ass mentality and concepts that had nothing to do with universal mastery. So you gotta go to these places. So I have no prejudices. You understand me? I don't got no fucking hate. Papi, and you should be acting intelligently. And if you analyze some shit and it ain't right and you speak on it, motherfuckers say, you're a hate monger, you hate this. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about these ignorant folks? You know what I'm saying? I don't have no hate. I don't hate. I just feel like everybody should move in intellect. So anyway, I guess that's it for this video, and I'm about to actually make an actual video where I'm about to work out. But that's all we'll talk about right there. That aspect. Definitely, hit Papi's Cash App. Hit my Cash App. My concept about that shit has changed too. So much, man. So much, so much, so much. You gotta grow and evolve. You gotta grow and evolve. And the shit that I'm giving people, I'm seeing people turn around, like I said before, the shit I'm giving for free. People turn around paying people $500 to give you the shit that I'm giving for you for free on your heads. And I'm gonna put some other shit. I'm in the process of actually putting a podcast together where I'm going to give you a lot more shit. You understand? Just and what I'm doing right now, you talking about an hour and a half to 3 hours of video, which is nothing for me to do. I just got the energy to do it. In the time and aspect of my life. But between the videos, that I'm doing and planning on doing, because we're going to do the yoga separate. We're going to do some meditation a couple times a week for you. I'm going to do this every day. We're going to do yoga and some type of dynamic movement in terms of that shit every day. And I got some other things coming. This is my ministry. So I got some other things coming in terms. I never really plan to do no athletic shit in front of you. But this is just how it go down. But this is actually my ministry, my online ministry I'm starting. And I'm actually going to have my house in Georgia. In October, we're going to set it off big in GA. But, so I have some other things coming in terms of speaking and shit like I'm doing now around topics weekly. and just compiling a lot of information. So what I'm telling you is it's taking a lot of time, and just the time I spend on the phone, daily, 6 hours, 8 hours on the phone. You understand? Counseling people. I'm a real minister. You understand? Real, pastor through this, whatever you want to call it. Which is actually a psychiatrist, or whatever you want to call it too. Somebody counseling folks. So this is my ministry. This is what I'm doing. So it's definitely something that you can give into. If this is pop, if you getting from me what you would get from a church or a pastor or a preacher, something, definitely, you understand, send that energy, send that money. Hit my cash app. You understand? Respect it. If it's not, that's cool, because it's not just money. I'm not the type to give. I never gave nobody no money. I'm just keeping it funky, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Hemmett, like I told you, I got books from him. I never gave him no money. You understand me? Whatever with you. So it's bugged out to me that people actually would send me money in the first place. You understand? I didn't feel it. I started getting, first people started asking me, hey, can I send you this? Can I send you that? And I'm just like, okay, well, I gotta set up something to do donations and shit. That's why I set up this shit to do donations. People kept coming to me, telling me, hey, can I give you this? Can I give you that? So I really didn't fully understand that, oh, I'm giving you something you ain't getting nowhere else. But they understood it. People started understanding it before I understood the shit. And then, so I set up the motherfucking Cash App, and I set up something else. My queen set up all this shit. She do all the internet shit. You understand? So she set it up, and people started sending stuff, sending more stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool, bad damn. Yo, send me some money. It's weed money. Ha 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 ha. Making a joke out of it, like, because it was just bugged out. But I'm seeing what's going on here. You understand? And I'm building such like that. I got my nonprofit coming out. We doing that, and this is my heart. This is what I do. I'm a businessman, though. I do business. My family. We do real estate. On both sides of my family. You understand? And I'm into business, all types of business. And to be into business, you got to be into land. You understand? So we doing things. We actually got a nonprofit that we teach people. It ain't like that. It's just in our community out in Massachusetts, that we teach people real estate and such. And I'm working on my nonprofit to be up for my Lakai Papi or whatever have you, for what we doing in Atlanta. So I'm sure when people come to us, it'll be about all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Spirituality is really about affecting people's lives. Spirituality is really about the alchemy of expansion in this hologram. So anything you doing spiritual should be increasing you on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So we got that shit going on, and that's what is happening. And I'm seeing it. I'm recognizing my time is being pulled from me ridiculously. You understand me? Through the phone calls and just doing the videos. It's just I'm a high energy person, so it come naturally. But definitely donate. Definitely hit my Cash App. Don't ask me to hit my Cash App, because I'm gonna be like, well, you don't have to do it with it. But hit my shit up. If you feel like, if this is what you getting, I don't give a fuck what it is. Make sure you sow into this. This is my family I'm creating. My students who come through, they my family. I do commitment ceremonies. I'm laughing because I was talking to one of my students about it. But Papi different. Papi's real different. You come to me, I'm probably the only Baba, Baba Lao on the planet that will be sowing into your life. You understand? But it ain't about nobody getting a meal ticket. It's about me increasing the expansion. So we have teaching tools, and we also do everything. Says I'm into business, into capitalism, spiritually. I'm into my spiritual shit, just into the alchemy of just existing and expanding. We got a heart for the people. We are empaths. So what we do is for the people. The nonprofit is going to be up just so we can do more for the people, on the government's ticket. You understand me? I show people, a couple of my students who came to me how to start their own nonprofits, because they was doing some things and such, in a charitable way. But I don't know where I'm going, how I got here. But we about to turn up. We about to turn up. Have a good ass time. Damn, 30 fucking minutes. All right, let me go do this other video, y'all. Peace, Papi. I'm about to do the workout thing, dynamic movements.